We back. I am virtual today. Not really. I'm in the hood somewhere. I'm virtual today, but I'm here. Grassroots Podcast. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the notification button. Be notified for our latest and greatest episodes, as well as make sure you get in tune, get down, and join our Discord where we talk about stocks, gaming, culture, and everything in between. I'm one of the hosts of the show, Brandon Killabh Hall.
I am the regular Nas, a.k.a. Vintage Siri Nas.
I'm Wylson.
I am Jeff with the funny hair.
Yes, Jeff with the funny hair. Yes. Yo, so sidebar, and Siv and Chris are here as always, but sidebar. So we were joking about the funny hair shit with Jeff and shit. And I said, yo, like, we're going to coin that. Like, you're going to, like, you know how, like, there's a Becky with the good hair? You're Jeff with the funny hair. That's fire.
He's Brad with the bad hair.
Brad with the bad hair. How y'all feeling today?
Oh, man, I'm good, man.
So I feel splendid. I feel great.
Splendid is a good word. I love the word splendid. Well, I'm a little outraged. I'm outraged, and I'll tell you why. And I already posted this on my social media, but as we were talking in our group chat, I was sniped by Jeff over here because for whatever reason, Prince Harry, what's his name? Prince Harry. He is dubbed the sexiest bald man in the world amongst a whole other group of bald men. And I don't know why I'm not included in these conversations and these topics. I work out. I brush my teeth. I smell good.
YouTube star.
I don't know if I'm, well, wait, hold on. Is it because I'm not a YouTube star?
Hey, maybe.
Well, what have the ladies been saying? What feedback have you been getting?
Yeah.
Where are you slacking these days, sir?
They don't say anything. They just like my pictures. Some of them proposition me, but outside of that, they don't really say anything.
So how are we going to boost you into this atmosphere of sexy bald men? How do we get you up here?
Well, I tried to start that conversation in our group chat. Tone, first and foremost, said that he would never, ever call me sexy. That hurt my feelings. Jeff said that he didn't really even answer the question. He just kept giving facts and shit. So that pretty much lets me know he's not going to support me. And then everyone else just ignored it. So I don't really have the support system that I would like to usher in this new campaign.
Well, I think it's because you have too many hats in your collection. You're just
be confident, man.
Yeah,
just the hat. Take off the hat.
Let it show.
Well, that's the thing. So I would have taken off my hat, but the way my baldy is set up, I'm not going to.
Well, look, your direct competition is Common. Immediately, you have to defeat Common. And then the competition just gets steeper from there. Because if we go all the way up the top of that ladder, you know who's sitting at the top, right?
Who's at the top?
Dwayne.
The Rock Johnson. And there's no beating that man because he also has the wallet to back it up. And we all know that women think money is sexy.
Yeah. I think the people think money is sexy too, though. But
men don't.
Yeah, like how do you beat The Rock? I can't beat The Rock, so all right, it's fine. Hey, relax.
I guess you hit rock bottom, huh?
Very clever, very clever. Well, there's at least the ship isn't sinking, and I guess Jeff can touch on that part.
It's crazy. The U.S. Navy is currently en route with a warship, I assume, to try to tug that thing out of being dislodged. But it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence because like 2 days after it became lodged in the Suez Canal, China signed a $400 billion deal with Iran, which wouldn't really need any of that type of transportation. So I don't know. Kind of think my tinfoil hat got put on for when I saw that news.
Yeah, I feel like this is the conspiracy theorist segment of the day with Wylson and Jeff. What are you guys' thoughts behind this? Do you think that this tanker went down purposely, or do you think that there was some foul play, or do you think that it was just, natural causes and now we have a big problem, right?
Natural causes.
Listen, Nas, I'm trying to rule out all possibilities. That's all.
So just for the listeners that may not know exactly what we're talking about, I'll translate it in layman terms. From what I understand, there's a very big boat that turns sideways in a in a body of water that is very narrow.
Yeah.
And now all the other boats with the money can't get past it. So the world is missing out on a lot of money for trade.
That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful.
So it's something like $10 billion a day in goods aren't making it to their destination.
$400 million an hour.
Yeah.
So the world is devastated. And how are they going to get that boat out of there? I suggest they blow it up.
Honestly, that's probably an option that they'll look at. So
just to give this more context, this boat is like the size of a skyscraper.
The Empire State Building, to be exact. A little shorter than that. Yeah,
it's 1,100 feet long, and it's in a 800-foot wide
800-foot wide canal.
Doesn't it seem like they really didn't prepare for this? Is it still stuck there? It's been, what, how many days?
It's been, wait, hold on.
5.
Well, it's been 5, but technically, if it's still stuck by the time this episode comes out, it'll be 7, I believe. So it's 7 days, let's say. Was that picture that you sent to the group chat, Jeff, real?
Yeah. With the one.
They have to remove 750,000 cubic feet of sand
with one bulldozer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who that was, right? That was the employee that's always late. Always got something to say, man.
Nah, that was the guy who was there just in case of emergency, and then it finally happened. He was like, "Oh shit!" And now he's just out there, just with his one truck, trying to save the world.
Yo, can you imagine being that guy? To like, let's say if it accidentally did happen, where you were the guy that clogged up the whole everything ecosystem of money. Can you imagine looking back like, oh shit, hey, listen, like how do you call that call into your boss and to the crewman? Like, what do you say?
Hey, he was on the phone, man. He's a millennial, I guarantee. He's on the phone. wasn't looking at the water. So oh shit. God damn.
Well, you saw that they used the GPS signal from the ship, and it actually drew a penis in the Mediterranean Sea before becoming lodged in the canal.
Hilarious.
Hold on, wait, is that a real thing?
True story. New York Post reported on it.
Oh wait!
Now he's stuck in there. That's the most elaborate. That's what she said joke of all time.
The worst part is that they abandoned ship. It was during a sandstorm.
What you want me to do, Jeff? What you want? I'm gonna say.
Captain goes down with the boat.
Yeah, this ain't 1925, man. I'm out.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that. Well, now again, I may want to put my tinfoil hat on, because if what you're saying is true with the whole penis thing, like,
it's a big fuck you.
It's a big that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. And
anarchy.
Yeah. And on top of it, and on top of it though, I gotta believe it just because New York Post is credible. So why would they put that story out if it's, you know what I'm saying?
Are we trusting newspapers now?
Hold on. Let me not. Yeah, that's a bad choice of words. Let me not say credible. Let me say.
It was also reported by the Jerusalem Post, to give you a second outlet to.
Okay. Got it.
Too.
Okay. Okay. I see where you're at today. Wow. Coming in hot. Okay. Jeff sent to the chat. Well, I guess how long? I have so many questions with this now, because it's like, let's say this goes on for another week or so. How do you think this will affect the economy? We've seen stocks plummet. We've seen a lot of.
They're just going to go around the Horn of Africa. I mean, that's what they don't want to do. It just adds an extra week.
It adds an extra, but that's my point. That's an extra week. That's what I'm saying. What happens? We've already seen stock market crash. We've seen inflation. We've seen a bunch of things happen just in a small period of time. So where do you think?
I'm sure they'll probably just jump on the news, blame Trump, yada, yada, yada.
They always blame Trump.
Yeah.
I was watching.
There was a huge stock sell-off on Friday too. Two or three hedge funds dropped about $30 billion worth of companies. I don't know if it pertains to this, but the timing is quite ironic.
Damn.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I brought
You guys think Mr. Robot did this?
Mr.
Because this is like the theme of Mr. Robot. You want to destabilize the world's money.
Why? I don't understand these anarchist groups. First of all, you're an anarchist and you're in a group. That in itself lets me know what you're about.
Well, they're working towards utopia.
But, that's not going to happen.
Quality for all.
That's not going to happen. Too many people go to Starbucks. Nobody wants it. Too many people order off of Amazon.
You won't need Starbucks if your quality of life is equal with everyone else's.
It's never going to be.
It's never going to be.
Well, I mean, if you're missing like body parts, maybe not. But, if you're healthy, everybody could feel happy.
Yeah, definition of quality of life is important.
Word. Thank you.
But outside of that,
okay,
it's relative too. My bad not to cut you off.
No,
the definition of happiness is relative. You know what I'm saying? Like my definition of happiness, and I think we talked about it on the show. I think my definition of happiness is definitely different from you guys. Some people want money and that's happy. Like once they get the bag, they're happy. Like for other people, it's like, a family or I don't know. It could be a new hairline. I don't know. Happiness.
Wearing a jean jacket in the dojo.
Hey, all right.
Well, let me ask you guys this: do you guys think that depression comes from people seeing other people do way better than them in life?
Absolutely.
Well,
if everyone was equal,
it's the perception of people are doing better than you.
Yes, that's one. But two,
combined with a bunch of chemical.
If you have Instagram, it goes far past perception.
Well, no, it goes far past it goes far past perception. But what I think is it's the public perception we put on Instagram that makes us want to keep up with Instagram because we're engulfed in it. Does that make sense? So it's like for example, like if I see Jeff working out, it's like, fuck, Jeff's working out. He's doing all he's supposed to be doing and he's posting, right? And he's getting all of this attention. Me and Jeff are friends. I work out. It's like, why I'm not getting that? Even though innately it shouldn't matter and it wouldn't matter just because it's just a post. But you're kind of conditioned now to look at everything and observe everything in a way of almost competition just because if it's not on Instagram, if you're not posting it, it's not real or you're not happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know influencers. I know a few influencers that will group together and rent an Airbnb in a high-end area and actually generate 6 months worth of content in that weekend that they're there to have the appearance of their success being, actual, when it's really just them renting and pretending.
Yeah.
Content?
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. Like, it's like, and even for content creators, I think it's a challenge because, you look at people that or you look at even some of your what is competition. Even that word for me now is just so relative now. Like, what is competition? Like, you know what I mean? But I look at things differently now in that scope. Like, at one point, I think even in media or just in culture, it was almost like, it was culture for it to be culture to be in competition and that's even from a viewing perspective. You know what understand what I'm saying? Like, just like, there's some new content up. Innately, you feel like because you're in that field, and that could be from an artist perspective. That could be in media, right? That could be in just anything in entertainment, I'll say, or even in work, like even in regular Fortune 500 companies. There's someone that you work with that, is always got to have the last word or has to say something, to outshine whatever you're doing. That's a normal thing. I think what needs to normalize is just the whole, like, really just tunnel vision. Like what we talk about a lot, in pre-production, like just, you have to not get so engulfed in all that shit because it does no point.
Do you consider another content creator competition?
I used to.
To me, somebody that I'm competing with is taking from me or preventing me from gaining something.
And so I think early on, like with us, like, and even for the fans, I think they could see where our content has changed, and it is changing, right? Like in the beginning, we were very, I wouldn't say aggressive, but we were so hell bent on just speaking the truth and pointing out things, where it came to a point where it almost was like a competition of sorts. It's like, all right, well, no, they're not keeping it real. Let's really say what it is, when it's like, no, that's still like misdirected energy. Like, we don't have to be in competition. We can just kind of do our own thing and let it manifest. And that's one thing I'll speak to the team now. Like, and obviously with everyone that's even touched grassroots, is that I'm happy even in this capacity that we're still here. Like COVID, like when you think about COVID, how many businesses, how many of our other air quote competitors, other podcasts, other programs that are non-existent, we're still here. You know what I'm saying? Like so I look at things just a little differently. I don't look at it at much of anything as a competition anymore. I don't look at it like a keeping up the Joneses. I feel like we'll just continue to run our race. And I feel like that's kind of what I want to teach a lot of the up and coming like content creators that come to us for help and all these things. That's kind of like what I want to teach them, because it's like, you really don't have to. Like, there's a world for everyone where everyone can exist, and you can all just go and create and go do exactly what you want to do, where you don't have to feel that pressure, even though that pressure is always going to be there. Because it's like, I'm competitive. Most people are competitive. That you're not going to strip yourself of that, but that shouldn't be the catalyst as to why you're putting out content and or why you're doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you something from personal experience over the pandemic, going on Instagram, not being able to go to the gym, and looking on Jeff's page, seeing him in an empty gym all to himself. I wanted to kill myself. Because immediately I thought, what am I doing in my life?
Well, hold on. I'm not going to laugh at that, because if you really wanted to kill yourself, then we can stop recording. We can really talk about it.
Well, of course not. You think I wanted to kill myself over seeing a gym?
No, they invited you. You can just drive out.
Just drive out to Detroit.
Just drive out to Detroit real quick.
Take a run out there, get a workout.
Jeff would have he would have charged you, but he would have let you in.
Word.
I had a few people that bought keys for the front door from me.
Word?
$1,000.
Damn, that's smart.
I had to pay my bill somehow.
Yeah, it's actually really smart.
Damn, so did they sign like a liability thing?
Oh, yeah. No, I had a lawyer draw some shit up.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, why don't I have a key? What the fuck, man? I work out. You see what I'm saying? Yo, I don't get invited to the gym, to the bald head fucking inauguration. Like,
damn, you're in the dojo right now.
I'm not in a dojo, okay? Stop saying I'm in it. Well, hold on. I guess maybe technically it's football. This is
Brain is getting ready to shoot the becoming a UFC fighter process.
with my knees out.
Yeah.
See?
I'm not messing with y'all, man. Y'all don't respect.
Tuxedo.
Yo, before this year's out, I'm gonna get some respect around here. I'm gonna get some respect. I'm telling you. You watch. I'll bet money on it.
Word,
bastards. All right, what else?
Yeah. What's the next topic? Let's get into something.
Well, listen, I was watching. Did you watch the Suicide Squad yet?
I did. I saw the trailer.
I don't know if it's what James Cameron said, like the comic book fatigue. Like, it's a very interesting trailer, but it's just like, damn, man, it's a lot. And I'm hoping they don't get too political like Winter Soldier and Falcon, but it looks fun. I don't know where DC's continuity is where it is right now, but it looks all right.
I thought the movie looked dope. I just feel like they disrespected King Shark a little bit though. Like, unless he's like a baby version of himself, maybe like just got created or something, and they're gonna grow like Groot, because he looked at his hand and he didn't really know what a hand was.
Hand? That was Sly. That was Sly Stallone.
That was Sly. Yeah. That was Sly.
Is he getting paid like Vin Diesel?
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't he?
Where Vin Diesel is making what, like $40 million to play Groot?
To play Groot.
Well, hold on. Why are you hating on that man's success though?
Because we still haven't gotten our reparations, and he's getting paid $40 million to play Groot.
He's a black man working in Hollywood.
Yeah, like that's
why are you hating
reparations?
Vin Diesel is not black.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
I'm
this whole argument just get out the way.
I'm Googling this right now. Because now I'm doing great.
No, he is. He's half. He's like Jason Kidd.
Yeah, he's Jason Kidd. Jason King. You gotta look it up. Yeah, this whole argument just.
Well, I got to see what he identifies as. Because I've only seen him play Italians.
He's half black and half.
That's not true though.
What's his real name? Vin Diesel's not his real name.
It's Dominic Toretto.
Yeah, he's Italian, man.
Mark Sinclair.
No, Mark Sinclair.
His name is Mark Sinclair. Yeah.
Yo, that sounds like he could be Superman, like in Lois and Clark and shit. Mark Sinclair.
But
yeah, well, I gotta see what box he checks off on when he fills out applications.
Yo, Sib, you gotta do something with his
with his face. Yo, the shock on his face. He was like, he's not black. we all in unison said, yes, he is. And he's like,
I'm mad about to tear down another black man. Goddamn crabs in a barrel.
It be your own people.
Anyhow you put it. Yo, they made this shark non-muscular.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, come on. Like, why couldn't they make the shark look more menacing? Like, why'd they have to make him look like kind of like goofy?
Like
Wylson,
Goofy?
Yeah. Wylson, we're talking about a shark that's walking on two hind legs and is breathing regular air.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the planet, like, let's suspend some disbelief here. You're mad because the shark doesn't look muscular.
Well, he looks more goofy than the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's walking and talking and has.
So is the raccoon. Which I have a completely different opinion on.
Oh my God.
Well, you don't like Rocket Raccoon?
No, I do. But I'm saying he looks like less goofy. Less kiddie.
The raccoon is more believable than the shark. What's happening right now?
Yeah,
They should have used the shark from Sharknado.
Let me look that up.
Let me look that up.
Just make it a joke. I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
I agree.
But real quick, guys, I'm sorry. I have to leave. I have to start shooting. And no, I'm not shooting in the dojo or anything like that. You guys have a good show. Be respectful of one another and
Don't
love
shoot
each other.
anyone, Brandon.
I won't.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. Make sure you stretch beforehand.
What is he doing?
I do stretch. Thank you.
He's
Bye,
doing
guys.
the process how to become a UFC fighter.
No, I'm not. Goodbye. Y'all don't respect me. Bye.
Yo, hold on.
What's he doing? He's doing something physical?
No.
He's recording a process episode.
No this.
Oh, okay.
But hold on. I want to switch gears real quick. Jeff, I want to get you and Wilson's opinion on Lil Nas X in the Devil's Shoes.
Oh, well, we're going to have to go way further past the Devil's Shoes.
Well,
let's go into this whole entire.
Have you seen his response? That's
situation.
No. What's his response?
His response is that the people that have an issue with the video already want me in hell, so they're just pissed off that they're seeing me in hell because he's a gay black man. That's his.
That makes no sense.
Go ahead. Well, expand upon that.
Well, first, let's talk about Lil Nas X.
Okay.
Now.
Get your pen ready, Chris.
Now, get it ready.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm not homophobic, which I don't even like that term, but I'm not homophobic. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind music where there's homosexual references. I'm a huge fan of Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying? And he has songs such as Forrest Gump and the like. But something about this kid's new song does rub me the wrong way. It's not even how graphic it is, because there's one sexual position that he explains in this that I almost threw my phone and I was no longer going to have a phone. I didn't want to see this type of stuff or hear this type of stuff with my ears. But he made Old Town Road first.
Right.
Made Old Town Road first, hooked all the kids. All the kids knows who he is. He visits schools and everything else, this, that, and the other.
Rodeo was next.
And now this.
I mean, I haven't heard the song, so I'm honestly, and I just saw the shoes. I didn't know it was like some sort of campaign that came out with a song. I just thought it was just weird that this is how far society has gone. It's just like, look, I get most people, some people are not religious. A lot of people are agnostic, which means they believe in a higher power. There's just no structure behind it. I believe, and I know that there's some people who are atheists, right? Who they don't believe in anything. But as the goal, I don't like the promotion of negativity. And to me, the devil is kind of one of those negative conduits, right? Am I wrong in that?
I mean, you're right. That's pretty much, I guess, the conception of the devil. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I tend not to look at it in a religious light, because then you could easily say the devil made music. So, what are you doing listening to music?
Yeah, now we're going down that rabbit hole.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But has anybody here heard the song?
No,
I've seen the clips of the video, and I've seen like are you guys aware of the sneaker rollout that comes with it? I just now looked at the sneaker, the Air Max. Yeah, the Air Max 97. So he's selling off a Satan pair, which is that black and red, and also the Holy Water pair, which is in white and blue. And they're selling for over like 1,000 plus.
Yeah, I'm not buying. As they saying across the pond, a pair of trainers for $1,000, man.
They're all right though.
They're the same sneaker, just in red and black, and some the devil sign. I forgot what the official name of it.
Yeah, but that's sneaker culture. You know what I'm saying? It's the little details, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to have details. A drop of blood in the Satan pair.
That's fire. That's fire. I'm not even going front. That's fire.
Whose blood is it?
Pun intended. Huh?
Whose blood is it?
Doesn't matter. The more evil the person, the better. Like if they were getting like convicted killer blood, that'd be pretty good.
Like, you know what it is? You know what I have an issue with? And it's not Lil Nas X. It's everybody in pop culture who's trying to go so far down the pendulum and be so extreme that it's, I'm unique. Like in the 80s, Madonna and Grace Jones, these people were outside the quote unquote norm. So that it was cool. But if everybody's doing it, now it's just like a one-up kind of like, I'm more extreme than you, I'm more you, but you're not. Everybody's a carbon copy, and I'm just gonna. They think I'm a devil worshiper, or they think I'm a part of the Illuminati because I make this type of music, and I'm a black man who happens to be a homosexual and make music. So they think I'm automatically sold. I sold my soul to the devil. So let me play on that. But now it's too on the nose. There's no finesse. There's no showmanship behind it. It's just like, it's whack. It's corny. I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. And the shoes, I was just like, the Air Max 96, Air Max 97s, they hurt my feet anyway, but I'm getting older.
Well, let me ask you this. You have kids. Jeff, right. I believe you have a niece, correct? You have a niece that you're very close to?
Yes.
So my whole entire thing with this is him being a superstar to kids.
Right.
And then, having very sexual songs. Again, there's nothing wrong with homosexuality, but how do you feel as far as they're doing things like, I believe, trying to teach sex ed in kindergarten?
Well, I mean, that's wild, but
it's wild.
I think it's on the parents. Yeah. Because somebody made a song that your kids like doesn't mean that everything that they're going to make is going to be for them.
Right. So, it's at some point you can't rely on teachers and celebrities to raise your children. That's a cop-out. When people say, what about my kids? They're your children. You could go take their iPads away, go take their tablets away, turn off the TV. That's your job as a parent to monitor them and what they're watching. I can't sit there and say like, Lil Nas X did this corrupted my daughters. No, where was I?
Well, let me ask you this. You're Muslim, right? The Muslim religion, it's not, uncommon that, homosexuality in the Muslim religion is not, what word should I say? It's not.
It's frowned upon in Islam?
Would you say frowned upon? I was going to try to find a lighter word, but frowned upon works. So homosexuality is frowned upon in Islam. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, maybe, but that's in most Abrahamic religions.
Oh, okay, perfect. So any of those religions. I was just using Muslim because you are Muslim. How do you feel? Do you feel comfortable discussing homosexuality with your children? Because clearly, I'm not sure exactly. You explain, because I don't know exactly what your view is. But let's say your view is this is not. You have something that would be deemed as negative to say about it. Would you feel comfortable saying that to your kids? Or do you kind of have to let the teachers raise your kids and shape their view on it?
Well, no, I'm not allowing the teachers to raise my children. But if my daughters are of a certain age, then I'll have that conversation. Mm-hmm. That's not something I'm going to have with them right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Well, no, not right now. Let's say they're around 12 when that type of stuff.
Well, if they have questions, I'm gonna try to answer it to the best of my ability. I mean, it's not. When I look at music or something like that, even now when we watch TV, if something comes on that's inappropriate, like you're talking about 2 little girls that frown up their face when 2 a man and female kiss.
Yeah.
So they're not. Their minds are not there yet. So I'm not gonna put that in their minds. And if I'm around while they're listening to certain music, then I'll watch it, I'll say, turn it off, or that's not for you. That's inappropriate. Like they don't know Cardi B song. Well, they don't know that. Mm-hmm. That's not something that I'm going to allow them to listen to.
Yeah. Not until it's Kids Bop.
When Kids Bop, if they remix that,
don't even say it.
That'll be fire.
Don't even say
it. Kids Bop, man. Listen,
Brandon leaves for 10 minutes.
And you go off the fan. You're flying.
We're already canceled.
No.
Because of Jeff.
No, the whole thing, I want to get back on, the whole thing was, if you really, for the listeners out there, it's weird because the 666 thing is from, the theory is, it's a jab at Islam, right? Because in Islam, we have things called ayats, which is like the lines in the Quran. So each verses and things like that. So each ayat, when you total the whole thing up, and all the surahs, the chapters in the Quran, is 6,666 lines in the Quran. So from the Muslim perspective, it's like when we see 666, it's not the mark of the devil. That's Christianity trying to take a jab at us. So it's one of those, subliminal wars that go back ages. You know what I mean? But I just don't like the whole promotion of promiscuity and devil worshiping. I think that's a bad message for children as far as sex ed in kindergarten and things like that. That shouldn't happen. I saw what that person was talking about, and he's talking about being identifying as a boy or girl. They should be able to do that at an earlier age. But my daughters, they're not there. They know they like lipstick and dresses. My oldest daughter likes fighting. She likes judo and jujitsu and karate. So I don't put those sort of limitations as far as gender roles on my children. Speaking of gender roles, this guy, what's this guy? Keith Jackson? Who's the?
It's Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
So Derek Jackson, basically, he got caught cheating on his wife. And the reason why this is a big story is because Derek Jackson is well known for giving women advice on how to deal with men.
Right.
Now, a lot of people say, especially men, his advice is trash. Because basically all he does is he tells the women exactly what they want to hear. And he breaks all kinds of guy code. Now, the reason why this hits home for me is because I believe for maybe the past couple of weeks, I've been mentioning Kevin Samuels on this broadcast.
Yeah, they see a role model.
I've been accosted by Brandon. Why do you keep on mentioning this guy? Well, here it is, Brandon. I'm always in the future, baby. So Kevin Samuels has been, kind of on the opposite end of Derek Jackson, because Kevin Samuels tells women the truth, no matter how harsh it is.
I don't know if it's the truth. I don't know if it's fact.
It's definitely. Have you watched Kevin Samuels?
Yes, I have.
How much?
Enough to know that it's his opinion.
So what part was off? Just out of curiosity.
It's not factual. My whole argument, Wylson, is it's not fact.
So you're giving facts with no facts.
I'm giving my opinion, sir, but go ahead.
Okay, no, because
I want to get into it. No,
you're tearing down my man. There's Kanye West, and there's Kevin Samuels.
Well, you tore down Vin Diesel,
well, you can have Vin Diesel. I don't trust that guy. Any guy who plays a tree for $40 million, something else is going on. That's money laundering in my book.
Sounds like hate. He's
getting paid for something else.
Sounds like hate to me.
I don't know what other services this man is providing, but it can't be just playing Groot.
Yeah, it is. Sound like hate. But go ahead, proceed.
One quick funny story. When Vin Diesel plays Groot, I know he felt bad about taking all that money, so he came into production on stilts, as though he's all in the character, like he's a method actor.
He is a method actor. How do you think he did Dominic Toretto so well?
Well, no. But you can't go method actor as Groot. Anyhow you put it, Derek Jackson. Right now he's being considered a piece of trash. What's your take on it, Nas?
Listen, man, it's just weird that you go around, and this is, I don't like any preacher, imam, rabbi, anybody who's out there giving advice and saying this is the gospel, this is the truth, especially when it comes to relationships. I don't trust it. I mean, I maybe that's the New Yorker in me, but I just, like, dude, you out here telling me like, oh, I love my wife so much, she can't do anything wrong, but yet you go out there and you're slinging penis like it's crack in '88. Okay. You out there taking down everything. So don't, people always go like, oh, my wife and I, we have the greatest relationship. That's cool. That's cool, bro. But I think you're full of shit.
In my opinion, anybody that puts their relationship on social media and then has to champion how good the relationship is, it's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
And then going further, anybody who has a platform that has one direction that they push people in, typically they're doing the opposite, which is exactly what's going on in this situation.
Yeah, I was a little bit more verbose, and Jeff was a little bit more laconic in the way he put it. But we said the same thing.
So I'm gonna hit some Kevin Samuels talking points, because it actually goes into what Nas had just now said. Nas had said he doesn't think that women should be taking advice. Is that what you had said?
No, that's not what I said at all.
No. Well, you said something as far as men shouldn't be giving advice. Like, what's up?
I said you can't take his word as fact and gospel. That's all I said. That's all I said. Not that women shouldn't be taking advice.
But okay. But you do believe women do need advice.
Wait, what are you trying to back me into?
I'm not backing you in anything. I'm asking.
I think people, and when it comes to relationship, you want my opinion on relationships? Nobody's going to make you better. Nobody. There's this whole my partner, it completes me, is a bunch of bullshit. You should come into the relationship knowing who you are. If you're confident in who you are as a man or a woman, then nobody can take anything from you.
That sounds good, but most people don't have that wherewithal.
Well, it sucks to be most people then. It sucks to be you then. What you want me to tell you? Nobody, Kevin Samuels, Derek Jackson, Mark Jackson, Phil Jackson, none of these motherfuckers could tell you how to live your life. It doesn't matter. You have to find it within yourself. Everybody's looking for somebody else. Everybody's looking for somebody. Help me, please. Help your motherfucking self. How about that? Help yourself. Go read a book. Go look in the mirror and say, "This is me. I got a big ass Michael Jackson before the surgery nose, as my uncle says, a big bell pepper nose, full lips, and a ball. That's me. Ain't nothing. I can't change it. Here I am. Either you accept it or you don't. Hey, if you don't, I can't. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm going to Starbucks to get a drink."
Okay. So basically, these guys they speak on women dating. I know that you're off the market. So let's put you in a world where you actually are on the market.
Right.
Right. Do you feel like women are? What do you think is the state of the dating pool for men?
I don't know. The shit is
it's in a good state.
For men? Yeah.
You think we have a lot of great options? And
depending on what are you looking for? What are you looking to get out of women? What are you looking to get out of the relationship that you're seeking?
I saw Jeff shaking his hand. Jeff is single, correct?
And dating pool shit.
Elaborate.
I'm not looking to teach anybody anything. I'm not looking to support somebody. If you can't bring something to the table, then we need to eat at different tables.
See, now when you say bring something to the table, what exactly are you referring to?
You can pay your bills. You have sought therapy at some point in your life so that the baggage that you carry isn't as heavy. Just little things. Yeah, I just think that there's an issue with what they're seeking. Like I think I said in the last episode, there's a huge movement of emasculating men in this country. So you have women that want to be the pants wearer in a relationship, and I mean, it doesn't work for most men.
See, now Derek Jackson would tell them, "Oh, you could have that big career. Oh, you could do this, that, and the other. You don't have to." you don't have to be a good cook. You don't have to do this, that, and the other. That's the type of advice that he gives them. And then he's cheating on his wife. And then he's cheating on his wife outside of his mistress's house.
Hold on, but you don't. But she doesn't have to be. Again,
doesn't have to be.
But that's what goes back to my point that you have to know who you are and what you want.
Exactly. A woman doesn't have to be, but we're all men here. Is that not a big plus when a woman can cook? Be honest.
It is
a big plus.
I'm not saying that you're saying that your woman has to cook.
Right.
But isn't that a huge plus? That's a huge plus, correct?
I enjoy it.
When you're picking a woman.
But it's not a deal breaker either.
Would you want to be with a woman that can't cook at all?
See, to me, I 100% think it's a deal breaker. And I'm not saying can't cook. Like just having this simple knowledge of standard cooking. Like if you're going to eventually be the mother of my children, you are more than likely going to be the one at home with them while I'm working my jobs. So if you can't cook for yourself, then how are you going to feed the kids? And the answer to that is if she isn't talented at cooking, I'm buying dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you?
On top of that, let's take it even deeper. When a woman cooks for a man, that's an aphrodisiac. Jeff just hit Nas with some middle fingers from hell.
I can cook.
Stone Cold Steve Austin middle finger.
Yeah.
What are we grilling?
For a man's aphrodisiac.
I dated a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I dated a young lady who couldn't cook. Mm-hmm. And me and her clicked on every other level. Yeah,
but where were you in life?
I was in college.
There you go.
Not cooking.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't cooking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not coming home there. You're not looking to spend the rest of your life with her. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So
hang out at the cafeteria.
No, well, she didn't go to my school. I met her at Wally World, aka Walmart, for those who don't know. I went right at Wally World. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a deal breaker. Like,
what was she doing grocery shopping if she can't cook?
I forgot what she was shopping for. She ended up, what was she shopping? I can't even remember. But, a little brief stunt, she did end up on America's Next Top Model. Oh. So, but she got eliminated the first round.
Well, that's the caveat on why not being able to cook wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
She was the meal.
Yeah. Big facts.
There's definitely some scales there. The better you look, the less everything else is important.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it all depends on what you're looking for in that relationship. But I get it, Jeff. Like my wife now, she can cook her ass off. I love it.
So let me ask you this. If she couldn't cook for squat or refused to cook, how?
Couldn't cook or refuse, because that's two different things. Couldn't cook and refusing to cook is different.
Okay, fine. I have to put it like this. Her food's inedible or she just refuses to cook.
All right, so the first part, her food is inedible.
Food's inedible.
In this hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you love her? Are you going to lie and eat it anyways? Or are you going to stand your ground?
No, I'm a terrible liar, number one.
Oh.
I'm a terrible liar. So the truth is going to be written all over my face. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If food's inedible, I don't know if I'm sticking around.
Oh man, I had a late lunch, just Tupperware it. I'll reheat it later. We're good.
No, I'm telling like, yo, fam, you need to go back to your mama and learn something, or your dad, or whoever was cooking. Now, if she refuses to cook, it may lead me to believe that she can cook. and I'm gonna have to just coax her into cooking some nights. And that's it. But if it's inedible, listen, my man just got divorced at work. He said his wife couldn't cook for shit. But I think he got divorced for other reasons.
That was just the final straw.
Yeah. Definitely one of those straws.
It was one of the straws. It was definitely one of the straws, man. But, at some point, everybody has to take accountability. And like Jeff said, is she helping herself? Is she going to therapy? Can she pay her own bills? And what am I doing? What am I bringing to the table? And I think a lot of dudes they're using like all these Tinder, Plenty of Fish. If you're out there just looking for promiscuity and to be promiscuous and looking for paramours, then that's what you're going to find. But if you're looking for a healthy relationship, it's going to take some digging, man. If you want gold, you got to dig, right? You want diamonds, you got to dig. You could go get a rock anywhere.
Well, the reason why it's getting put on women is because women are extremely picky. If we all had to take a guess on what every woman, most women are looking for, we would know exactly what they're looking for. But in reality, the average black man makes around $42,000 a year. The average white man makes around $51,000.
Okay.
These are not the men that women are looking for.
No.
Right off the bat. So they're already eliminating most men. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you already are eliminating most men based off of that, and then you go into things like height, their preference on race.
Right.
Women are looking for, pretty much, I'm not going to say the same man, but most of them are competing for a very small pool of men.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why it's getting put mostly on women and their standards. Now you see a person like Derek Jackson will tell them that's fine. You shouldn't have to settle. If a man's not making what you want him to make, go for the man that does. So you're giving them all unrealistic advice.
Well, it's just bad advice. It's very realistic. It's just terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, let me jump in here. So I'm not familiar with any of these gentlemen. I haven't watched a single thing from either of them. But I feel like, is it so wrong to want what you want? If that's what you want, then you go after what you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that so wrong though? I mean, just these are the thoughts that are coming into my head.
Well,
as you guys.
You have the microwave generation that gets cold on something real quickly. So that guy who might be making $52,000 a year right now could be in stage 1 of his career, and stage 5 is going to be $250,000 a year, and we're only 5 years from that. So the issue you see nowadays is people are too quick to jump to the next thing versus actually researching what they're actually dealing with. So like if I was to start dating someone, obviously if they're 10 years into their career, I'm not going to expect much change in their income. But if somebody just started a new job and they're, in an entry level position, but there's a lot of growth in what they're doing, it's just learning that person. And most people don't spend the time to actually learn the additional things during the dating process, because for whatever reason, income conversation is something that's considered taboo, when in reality, it should be out in the open. Like if I'm starting to date someone or even going to get engaged with somebody and I find out you got $500,000 in debt for student loans because you wanted to be a doctor at one point, and then you gave up on that dream and you're still sitting on $500,000 in debt, guess what? That's way bigger baggage than most humans will ever be able to deal with.
Yep.
So like, it's one of those things where like, you don't know who you're really dealing with unless you ask all the really uncomfortable questions.
Mm-hmm. And the problem isn't women wanting what they want, right? Because everybody has, the right to have a dream. But look, no. Because when it comes to women, the reason why it's particularly, kind of toxic is they preach these wants and needs to other women. And then it just becomes this snowball of unrealistic expectations.
Well, yeah, and then you want something because your friend has it.
That's that damn microwave generation.
Yeah.
God damn them. It's a bunch of sons of bitches, all of them. Men, women.
Yeah, so Nas, be thankful that you're out of the dating pool.
Yeah.
I don't think that you would fare well out here, sir.
Teflon Don, baby. I'm good in that. I'm good in every era, baby. All right, I'm good in that. But no, it is scary when I hear these stories out here of just what's happening. Like, I think I asked you, Wylson, when I was watching Insecure. I was like, yo, is it really like that out there? You know, because it's terrible. You know, I think when women adopt when some women adopt the mentality of men, as far as promiscuity and just disregarding relationships, it shouldn't have that. The balance is uneven. It's an unnatural thing to do. Let us know your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Come check us out on Twitter. You got Brandon at Killabh Hall. I am the regular Nas. That's regular_NAZ. Wylson, come check us out on our Discord. My man didn't even throw my name out there. I am Wylson across all platforms.
Hey, Robinson with 2 N's at the end.
Yeah, that's Detroit Jeff. You should have changed it to Detroit Jeff, man. But yeah, be sure you check us out on our Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We everywhere, man. Uptown, downtown, crosstown, Switzerland. We're there, man. Chris, say goodbye, man.
Bye.
Grassroots.